Dion! These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, it's a beautiful August day, and we're heading out of the Kenosha Harbor on the Rainmaker Charter Service, and this is something that we do every year, and I look forward to it. I call this a gentleman's sport because folks, when they come, you got everything ready for them. They don't have to bring anything.
Yeah, John, like I tell everybody, just bring whatever they want to eat and drink and maybe a sweatshirt, some rain gear, and we supply all the tackle, rods, reels, and like you said, gentleman's sport.
Well, Lake Michigan is a very special lake. I grew up on the lake myself, and we have rainbow trout, we have brown trout, we have Chinook salmon, coho salmon. It's really has a lot to offer, doesn't it?
It does have a lot to offer, and it's been a phenomenal year this year too. So, you know, whether salmon or even like the steelhead and trout wise, but yeah, we've had a lot of good catches this summer.
Another thing I want to mention too, people ask me, how much does it cost? Must be really expensive. It's not. If you get 6 guys together, each chip in $120, you got a trip, right?
Yep, $720 for 6 hours.
And they'll usually bring fish home?
Absolutely.
And what do you do for them?
We clean them and we bag them and send them on their way.
And we got 2 other captains today. Who are they?
We got RJ and Dion.
Dion and RJ. I've fished with both those guys. They're a lot of fun. And we'll show you what we're using, folks, and how we're using it. And let's meet the guests from today.
Jeff Kolodzinski, Johnson Outdoors, Minn Kota, Humminbird, and Cannon.
Dan Tribo, Johnson Outdoors, Minn Kota, Humminbird, and Cannon.
Henry Abbott, frequent guest of the show and Cubs fan.
You know, folks, before we head out on Lake Michigan, we have kind of an annual tradition here. We cook Johnsonville's, don't we?
Every time?
Every time. And today I got a treat for you, Dan and Henry. I've got Johnsonville regular brats, 100% cuts of premium pork. Key is cooking them low and small. And then we also have on here some brat patties Johnsonville makes. So you got the best of both worlds here, guys. Johnsonville regular brats, Johnsonville patties. Take a taste, guys.
Let's go.
Here we go. Dan?
You can't beat a hot Johnsonville.
Henry? Good patties, John.
Even better in patty form.
Oh, I'm glad. Hey, folks, look for all Johnsonville brats at your favorite retailer today. You know, folks, AMSOIL is the sportsman's best friend. They've got a product for all of our machines, our boats, our ATVs, our trucks, and now they've got a product to clean everything up. This is the AMSOIL Car and Boat Care Interior Detailer. And when we're trailering down the road, we get dust and dirt on our seats. So before I put in on the water, Dan's gonna clean up my stuff.
Yeah, this interior detailer is really good for cars and boats. So plastics, vinyl, leather, anything that gets dirty and dusty inside a boat or a truck.
Well, you just cleaned that seat, and I'll tell you what, it brought it back to almost new looking.
Yeah, doesn't this look nice? I mean, the grain on that comes out, the color's coming back out, looks like it's brand new.
Hey folks, look for AMSOIL's Interior Car and Boat Detailer at amsoil.com.
Epic only gives you one shot, so come armed with the Quest series, Minn Kota's toughest motors yet. Go where the fish are worth the fight, where chaos is the cost of entry, where the highlight reels happen, motors that never let up, so you're never let down. The bigger the question marks, the better the quest.
Hey, welcome back, folks. Dion, my buddy. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know, how you doing?
But you've been running a lot of trips out here, and you're working with Caleb today, and we're going to have fun. But I'm always amazed at how many rods we're going to put out today.
We're going to do a spread of 13.
I'm always amazed that they don't get tangled up. What is that?
It's a little bit of skill, a little bit of science behind it.
Okay, and the most important thing is where you're running. Well, how deep of water are we in?
Right now we're fishing deep. We're about 270 feet of water.
So you vary the depths at where you run your baits?
Yep, absolutely. We'll be running stuff all the way from probably 40 feet down all the way down to a couple 100 feet.
Might get some steelhead, I hear?
I'm thinking so.
I love to eat those. I love to eat those.
One of my favorite fish to eat.
Hey, fish on, old Humminbird Dan. All right, buddy. Welcome aboard, Dan.
Thanks, John.
Bring here, guys, bring here. You've done this before. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, not my first time.
And how do these taste?
Oh, incredible, John.
Wait. We got another fish on. My buddy, the Cubs fan, old Henry Abbott. I'll tell you what, you call Henry up, folks, and say you want to go catch some fish that you can eat. What do you say?
Absolutely.
Look at this guy, a little shaker coming in there. And what do we got there, RJ?
Nice little rainbow.
Little rainbow trout, steelhead. And you know, you've eaten fish out of here.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Steelhead are the gourmet.
The best.
They really are good. We'll have you hold that up in a second.
Right.
That's actually a pretty nice one.
That is.
Hey, Caleb, I was just saying to Dan about the rainbows. They're really good to eat, huh?
They're phenomenal table fare.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, it's real pink meat, real firm, just kind of like a salmon. It's actually, I'd say steelhead's a little more firmer than the salmon.
And that actually is a perfect eater size right there.
That is a phenomenal fish to eat.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of steelhead?
There's been a lot of steelhead out here, and like we said before, we're 289 feet of water right now, and about 13, 14 miles offshore, and that's where the steel have been hanging out because we've had a big north blow. Right here, John, we got another one.
Now, Henry's got one too. There's two
right
at a time. All right, guys. One of your favorite trips of the year, isn't it, my friend?
It's so close to home, and John, the fishing is so good and accessible with the right gear. You have some amazing fish.
We are so blessed in Wisconsin, folks, to have two great lakes, Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. And you are also a connoisseur of salmon, are you not?
I used to guide for salmon way back in the day, but not out of a boat. So mine was just from the shore, so I love being on the water.
And you like eating them, too.
I do.
Does this one feel pretty good?
Feels better than the others. We'll see. It had a good run.
All right, I got to go check in with Henry.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm good. We're doubled up.
Yeah, no, this is fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is amazing, 200 and some feet of water, that these fish are only like 20 or 30 feet below the surface.
There's got to be so many fish out here.
I know.
We talk about it all the time.
Okay, switch sides, you guys. Switch sides. We got Colo on the right now and Henry on the left.
I don't think I got anything.
Oh, you lost it. That's a bad job, Colo.
Sorry.
What do you think, Caleb? What is
Looks
it,
like
buddy?
another steelhead.
Ooh, another good eating steely there. There we go. And awesome.
There we go.
Beautiful, clean fish. Now, I wanted to ask you, buddy, how big do the steelhead get?
You know, these steelhead, I would say a big one's double digits. You know,
Seriously?
This is probably a 3-4 pounder. You know,
Yeah.
good eater fish.
Right.
But yeah, no, a big steelhead's probably double digits.
That's on for my grill or yours?
That one's mine. You can have the next one.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Save $10 on the 13 Fishing Void Spinning Combo. On sale now for just $49.99. Available in multiple lengths. Serious performance at a great price.
Oh, fish, Oh, Dan, you're up again.
Oh, yeah, John.
Hey, isn't this gorgeous, though, doing on this afternoon cruise?
You can't beat it.
The sun's going to be going down pretty soon, sitting out here. 90 degrees on shore, 70 degrees out here catching steelhead.
Beautiful Lake Michigan.
I know, I really do enjoy it, too. But I actually enjoy watching you guys reel them in, you know? No, I'll tell you what, that's tough, man. You got a while to go here, but, you know, if we get a king on later tonight, you know, one of those 25-pound kings?
Oh, yeah.
Have you caught one of those?
Oh, I haven't, John. I'd love to catch one tonight.
Now, we're starting out for the steelhead because they've been biting out here in 200 feet of water. Then we're going to head in a little bit later on and try for the kings. This looks like it could be decent fish.
Yeah.
Oh, another steely Dan. There we go. All right, way to go. Hey, Colo's got one. Colo's got one over there. This one feel a little bit bigger, you said?
This one's bigger.
Okay, this one is bigger.
I'm giving this the biggest fish of the trip so far.
And again, I was telling Dan before, we're going to head in once we catch a bunch of these steelhead and go for kings. But these steelhead are so delicious and so beautiful, aren't they?
Just chrome right there.
That's exactly it. Oh, there we go. Beautiful steelhead. Nice job, guys. That is beautiful. A doubleheader Steely Dan. I like that. But no, again, folks, we're fishing primarily targeting these steelhead out in deep water. And the guys want to come out and try this. How fast do you troll?
Right now, we're about 3.2 to 3.5. We're bouncing in there, but the other thing is we don't have any fly and divers out. It's all spoon, so
Okay.
we can kick our speed up, cover a little more ground, and hopefully stumble upon these big
Okay,
fish.
so that's the key, is the speed though. And if we go in for kings, you go a little slower? Or?
Yeah, we'll put more fly and dodgers out and kind of slow up our speed, 2.5, 2.7.
Okay, 2 more for my
Nice.
grill, right?
Oh, yeah.
Are those for my grill?
Or smoked steelhead.
Oh, yeah.
We were fishing Lake Michigan out of Kenosha, Wisconsin, a 1-hour drive from Milwaukee, 1 hour from Chicago, and 5.5 hours from Minneapolis.
For muskie and pike, Seaguar Threadlock is my favorite braid. It's a 16-strand hollow core, very tight weave, very round, does not dig into the spool, amazing sensitivity and feel, and you literally will grow old waiting for this stuff to fray. The longevity is amazing. It's the absolute best braid I've ever used. For more information, seaguar.com.
When you're meeting with a client, it's so important that you're present with them and you're listening. I've heard lawyers say your job as a trial lawyer is to read the law, understand the law, make the argument. You can't get emotionally connected with your client. I completely disagree with that. In order to tell your client's story, you want to learn what's important to them. Sit down and have a meal together. Learn about their family. Learn about their history. Learn about where they're from. You have to emotionally connect with them. It's their story. It's not ours. And the only way to do that in an effective way is to truly care, to truly connect, and listen.
The old Cubs fan reeling in another steelhead, huh?
Let's hope so, John.
Hey, you know, you and I have done this a lot together. We jig out here too. But one thing I want to talk about, if folks, they grill these, they're beautiful, but you can get them smoked too, huh?
Oh, they're really good smoked, and Caleb's got the right guy to smoke them. It's right near here.
So you just drop them off and pick them up the next day?
Yeah, a day or two, yep.
And they're delicious
They're
smoked?
so good, yeah.
Yeah, no, I love them on Christmas Eve at our house.
All the holidays.
You know, and they have that nice, beautiful smoked fish out there. Does this one feel pretty good?
It does feel a little better than the last one.
Yay! Henry! You know, Caleb just lost that other one on the doubleheader. I was worried for you, my friend.
I was too. There's a lot of work for
Boy,
this fish.
this is a gorgeous fish, and we hold this one up, okay? I mean, it is really beautiful. Actually, Caleb, can you grab that fish real quick? I want to show the folks. Now, that isn't a trophy, but it's a really nice one, right?
Yeah, that's a great steelhead, Henry. Nice job.
What is that, 28, 30?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I mean, that is, and I can't get over the colors.
They are beautiful fish out here.
And why do they call them a rainbow?
Honestly, it's been I was going to say it's kind of an arguing battle with the ocean steelhead and the rainbow, and then we got freshwater, so it's just the nickname they've always called them.
And I love the tails on these. They're so powerful when they swim and they fight, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, this fish hit it, and you could see it out there 200 feet jumping on the surface right away.
Yeah, that is awesome. Good job there, Henry.
All right, nice
you got Big Steely Dan of the day.
So far.
All right, Dan. Hey, you know, you do a great job at Humminbird there, and I want to mention right now that if you buy the new Explorer Humminbird unit, you get all the lake maps free, Lake Master chips.
Absolutely, John.
So you get 13,000 lakes for free with the Humminbird.
All included.
What do you think of that deal?
That sounds like a heck of a deal.
That is a great deal. And how does this fish feel?
Oh, it feels like a nice one, John.
Yeah. Caleb, I'm amazing at how many bites we get in the course of a couple hours.
It's like we have to have 3 bites to catch one of these steelhead. Like I mentioned before, as soon as they hit it, they're on the surface, and this fish is right here, right here.
Yeah. Don't get off. Perfect eater-sized steelhead there. But that is a heck of a deal that you guys are running there. And there's 13,000 maps from all over the United States that you get for free when you buy an Explorer unit.
All with it, John.
Yeah, that is awesome. Yeah. Well, I want to take a look at this steelhead, too.
All right.
So how do these get off so easy when they get close to the boat? They put a final surge on, I suppose.
Yeah, they got a pretty bony mouth. I mean, there's not a lot of meat to hook there. And as soon as they hit it, steelhead are so erratic. They're on the surface jumping, they're tail dancing out there trying to spit that hook.
One thing I want to talk to you about, you know, we're in August right now, and September and the end of August, great months to come out and do this, right?
Yeah, these fish will start making their, the salmon will start pushing their way towards the home wherever they were stocked, and you can target them with light tackle.
And I want to mention again, the nice thing is, Dan, He's going to clean these up for you and fillet them, put them in a bag for you, and that's part of the service, right?
Take him home to his fiance.
Oh, you're getting married.
I am in 2 months, John.
Well, what's her name?
Bree Feeney.
What is it?
Sit around, guys. Sit around.
Bree, we got around to here, but Bree, I gotta say, congratulations to you. We got to get this fish over here, okay?
Let's do it.
Hey, Colo, turn around and smile. Turn around and smile. Here he comes. Oh, close one. Here he goes, guys. He's in the water, coming in, and wow, that was. Oh, is that a nice one, Colo? That is a beautiful fish right there.
Beautiful.
They are gorgeous, and you mentioned it before, but you grew up in northern Indiana, and you used to fish these steelhead offshore, huh?
My friend Michael and I used to guide for these, and so it's a treat. I haven't caught one in decades.
Really?
It's nice to come back and see they're still feisty.
But they're just gorgeous. The coloring on these fish is just so beautiful. You can shave in the side of that. It's so chrome. And the fishery, they come back into the streams to spawn here in a couple of months. Yeah. And let's go. Hey, what kind of meat is on a steelhead? Really nice. Is it white? Lighter. Is it pink, white? Lighter. Yeah. But I really love these smoked, like a smoked steelhead pate. Oh, yeah. You get that one smoked for me, buddy. All right. Nice job. Hey, Dion, you're a captain. You've been out here a long time. How many trips a year do you do?
Probably 150 to 200 a year.
That's incredible. And, equipment makes your life a lot easier. I know that. And why the Canon Downrigger?
The Canon Downrigger, they got so many nice features to them. They have presets, which we use a lot. You can preset the depth, set your rod, and press the button, and it just goes to that depth. So that's really nice. They're faster, too. They're fast up, they're fast down, but still gentle on the ball. So I can be reset fishing again when other brands are still resetting their rods. And my favorite feature is probably the ball stops at the water line. Yeah. Really nice. One less thing I have to worry about out here. I can keep my hands free and on to other things.
And just to explain, folks, what a downrigger is, it's a big ball, and you lower that to the depth where you think the fish are at, and the lure snaps on, right?
Yep, you can fish the exact depth you want. It has a clothespin type of clip. You put the fishing line in, send it down to your depth. When the fish hits, it pops off the ball, and there's no equipment, no planer boards, no dipsies. It's just you and the fish fighting. It is the best way to catch a fish out here.
And repeatability, you go right back to that depth.
Exactly, very precise.
I am so proud of my favorite Cubs fan. Reeling in all these fish today, you have done a great job.
Thanks, John.
And you know what we're going to do? Oh, it's a nice steelhead. I just saw him jump.
It is.
We're going to go for it closer to shore now and see if we can get some kings after this.
That's just beautiful.
Yeah. Okay, nice back up there, Henry. And another eater for my grill.
Beautiful steelhead, John.
Hey, no, seriously, we talked a little bit before about getting these smoked. And if folks want to get a bunch of them smoked when they come out with you, what do they do?
They will send them up to the restaurant just probably a minute from the boat. They can drop them off, and then they'll deal with him. And sometimes they ship them. They vacuum seal them. I always pay to get them vacuum sealed just so they hold longer, because he'll call me and say they're done, and I won't show up for 4 or 5 days. So it's just easier to get them vacuum sealed and pick them up, and they're fresh.
Another thing that you can do on these trips too, folks, we'll hold this fish up in a minute. Oh, there you go. Get in. You can be proud. But there's a restaurant on shore in Kenosha where you can clean these fish on the way in, and they'll prepare them for you, right?
Yep. We'll bring them in there, and they usually do them 3 ways. They blacken them, they broil them, or deep fry them.
I've had them before, and that's a wonderful way to end a trip. You clean them up, you take what you want to eat to the restaurant, they cook them up for you, and you get the sides, the fries, and the coleslaw.
Yeah, you get the whole works.
You want to do that?
We can do that tonight.
Oh. Folks, it's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Tosha Reitz of New Auburn, Wisconsin, caught this 11-inch bluegill on Balsam Lake using a night crawler. Debbie Tews of West Bend, Wisconsin, caught this 15-inch crappie on Florence County Lake using a waxworm. Ann Block of Brainerd, Minnesota, caught this 24-inch largemouth bass on Rice Lake using a waxworm. Kirby Bullard of Midlothian, Illinois, caught this 45-inch northern pike on Stormer Lake using a blade bait. And this week's first kid winner is Wade Schultz of Columbus, Wisconsin, caught this 18-inch smallmouth bass on his 5th birthday on Blueberry Lake using a worm. And Hunter Michael of Mille Lacs, Minnesota, caught this 21-inch largemouth bass on Mille Lacs Lake using a leech. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, get Suffix Performance Braid, the smooth, strong, and ultra-sensitive line that casts a mile and resists wind knots for only $7.99. Plus, all Savage musky baits are 15% off. Stock up and be ready to land a giant.
The Quickset screen shelters are perfect for campers and outdoor enthusiasts looking for additional space and comfort. With a fast and easy setup in less than 60 seconds with no additional poles or assembly required, you will be able to enjoy the outdoors faster. Quickset screen tents feature no CM mesh, so you can be bug-free in the comfort of your screen tent late into the evening. The Quickset screen tents are available in a wide range of models, so there's a perfect one for everyone. Quickset by Clam.
You know, folks, with my buddies using leeches and crawlers all day, I'm glad I've got the Johnson Pump washdown kit. All I can do then is spray down the boat and get all that stuff out of there. But the Johnson Pump washdown kit has another use. It's 92 degrees and humid today. Now watch. I'll take care of my buddy Tom in the back. There we go, Tommy!
Holy
hey,
smokes,
man! Oh, there we go, buddy!
92 and humid!
Oh, Johnson Pump washdown kit! What do you think of that, buddy?
I love it! I need one!
Yeah!
Did he put them on pontoon boats?
They're great for pontoon boats! There you go, buddy!
Wait till my wife sees that one. I'm going to get her too.
Yes, sir, Tommy. That is refreshing, buddy. I am going to get you a Johnson Pump washdown kit.
Feel the difference in every cast. In every bite. In every moment. In every adventure, no matter the season. When everything is on the line. Every memory you make. Feel the difference.
A lot of fun catching those Steely Dans, but I'll tell you what, that beautiful sunset is about to happen here on Lake Michigan. We're going to switch gears and try for king salmon. And you do anything different?
Yeah, we pulled lines and we ran in about 6 miles, and we're on our structure, which we call the hill here, and we totally revamped the spread. I think we only have one spoon out now and a lot of flying dodgers with some meat rigs mixed in there, and we're looking for a king.
I want to get one king, but I want to also remind you folks that the next 5-6 weeks is going to be awesome for kings close to shore, and you actually guide for the king salmon out of your small boat.
Yep, when the water rolls and these kings start making the migration back towards the harbors, I run small boat trips for them with light tackle, whether it's spawn and bobber or jigging them.
And that's fun.
It's a hoot.
As we said earlier, you guys clean the fish and put them in bags and guys can take them home. But is there a right way to clean the trout? Why don't you show us?
Yeah, absolutely. So right here, we're gonna give it a cut right behind the head there. And then I kind of like to cut the belly right there, kind of outline your fillet. Then you go in and you're just gonna ride the line here.
Oh, that's
go right
pretty
down
easy.
Through, and that's your fillet. Then we'll take the rib cage out, rinse it off.
And when you grill them, you like to leave the skin on, huh?
Yep, most people will leave the skin on. It helps it not stick into the grill, and once it's cooked, it comes right off the skin.
So do one more there. And I guess what I want to ask you, buddy, is it hard to take the rib part out?
Not at all. I will show you that next.
Okay, we do not throw the guts in the water. We got a pail here, so. Okay, what do we do here next, buddy?
So right here, we're gonna take the rib cage out, start right at the top, and you can slide right down there.
And you want to hold that up for us?
There you go.
That is beautiful. And you just put that on the grill, skin down.
These steelhead have just such nice red meat, nice and firm meat. Some of my favorite eating fish.
Okay, we got our king hit right at the sunset. And Dan, you got a little bit of pressure on you here, buddy. This is a king salmon. They are so beautiful, folks. And you got, it's kind of like 10 seconds to go in a football game. You kick a field goal from the 40. Can you do it?
It's now or never, John.
You got to produce here, my friend. You got to produce. They do fight though, don't they?
They do.
I mean, king salmon. I mean, seriously, folks, in our Lake Michigan. Okay, we turned the camera off for a second. You still working here?
Still working.
Do not blow this fish. We gotta get him.
Gonna get it.
We got another king on. We got another king on. Dan's fighting that one. Oh, Colo. We got a chance. Okay, king salmonaroo. That is probably what, you guys, a 3-year-old?
It might even be a 2-year-old,
Might
John.
even be a 2, but we'll show that in a second. We got another fight going on over here, guys. They got his in. They got his in. Dan's got his in the boat.
Now, John.
Come on, Cole.
right, here we go.
I know you're a great angler. Oh, double header. All right. We're going to hold these up, folks, for you. But, hey, that was exciting. But another thing exciting that's happening in your life is your daughter, Aaliyah, is going off to college.
Oldest is going to college, yes.
Hi, Aaliyah. Good luck. She's going out in Arizona, huh?
She's going out far, far away. Dad's tears are coming down, but she's going to do great. I'm very
Great
proud.
gal, and congratulations on your good grades in high school. And we'll see her in college.
God bless you.
For more information on charter fishing on Lake Michigan, call Caleb Zorn. That phone number is 262-515-7944. 515-7944.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon Boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon Boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333. Hey, what a great trip, buddy. And I want to remind the folks that this fishing's going to stay good the rest of August and September.
September, absolutely, yeah. We got openings, so give us a call.
Thank you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. Don't know we're going to fish yet, but we will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Good job, guys.
Good job. Downriggers came through.
We were putting stuff away.
Oh, we still had a couple rods out.
No, we still had 2 rods out. We're ready to go in, and you got a kingy on?
We got one on.
That is awesome. Can you catch these during the nighttime, Caleb?
Yeah, John. A lot of guys do troll them when we get a full moon. Like right now, the moon's half.
Yeah.
So I've done it before, but it seems like